Hey y'all come on in, hit the like button. Hey everybody. Y'all make sure y'all share the video as well. Happy Tuesday. Thank you, Karima. Hello. I know y'all was not expecting to see me on this stream tonight. But y'all come on in, hit the like button. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hey, red blonde chick. How are you, Queen? She says, hey, Miss Carol. Is it Joyous? Joyous says, hey, everyone. Nadia says, is this live in real time? Yep. Hey, Queen Beverly. Hey, Lala. Hey, Queen Nelly. Nadia says, hello to everyone. Just call me Steph. Says, happy Tuesday, Miss Carol. Hey, Queen Steph. Hey, beautiful. She says, hello, Miss Carol. Hey, Miss Pretty Charms. Y'all, we got some new people on here because some of y'all I've never seen before. So if you are new here, welcome to the Two Chicks with the Side Hustle YouTube channel. Hey, Queen Shawanda. She says, hello to everyone. Hey, Grown and Techie. They say hello. Hey, Pretty Petra. She says, hello, everyone. Hey, Carol. Thank you for all you do. You welcome, Queen. I appreciate that. Hey, Queen Deborah. She says, hello, all. Nelly says, yes, I'm new. Welcome, Queen. Hey, Queen Ursula. How are you tonight on this Tuesday evening? Ursula says, happy Tuesday, all. Hey, Queen Benita. She says, hello, Carl. I liked and shared. Hope you had a great day. Thank you, Queen. I did. Today was pretty good. It rained yesterday here like all day. So I didn't get a chance to go nowhere yesterday. I was stuck in the house all day. Hey, Queen Leonica. She says, like and share. And hey to everybody in the chat. Hey, Queen Lynette. She says, good evening. She's on Facebook. So y'all come on in, hit the like button. Make sure you share. Go tell a friend to tell another friend about what we do on this channel. So we do a lot over here on this YouTube channel. We also have a second channel where we post a lot of different types of non-phone jobs. Now, every now and again, I might post a customer service on our second channel, but mainly we try to post a lot of non-phone. So if you kings and queens are looking for non-phone jobs, part-time, full-time, some of them might be non-phone, no interview, no experience. I'm going to drop the link here. Make sure you go over and subscribe to our second channel. Hey, Xavier. Xavier says, hello, everyone. Like and share. Thank you, King. Jarlene, yep, Survey Junkie is legit. King Xavier, he's on Facebook and he makes money from Survey Junkie. So that is a legit site. Thank you, Lynette. Leonica says, yes, Jarlene. Thank you so much for liking and sharing. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And if anybody has any questions, if you want to give us your testimony, maybe you made a few coins over the weekend, be sure to drop it here in the chat so that we can celebrate you. Hey, Lenny Pop. That's cute. Leonica says, I sure do miss Doordash, Carl. That was my bread and butter and first work from home job. Oh, that was your first one, Leonica? Oh, man. Yeah, I missed them too because that was, Lord, that was some good money. Excellent money. Jolene says, thank you. I worked for Doordash and then I was hired at Postmates I don't know if you work for Postmates, Leonica, but they were exactly like Doordash. Hey, Miss T. She says, hey, Carol, long time no see. What's up, Two Chicks fam? How are you, Queen? Ursula, yep, she is doing great. I thought she was going to come on here, but I think she went to sleep. But yeah, Tan is at home, everybody resting. She's doing great. Oh, you did Postmates? Okay. Yeah. I think I like DoorDash better. Leonica says, I'm glad Tan is doing better. Thank you, Queen. Thank y'all so much for your prayers, the ones that were here Sunday night. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. And I did tell her that you guys were praying for her. So anybody got any questions? Any testimonies? I know y'all gonna come on here with the testimonies tonight. Leonica, pretty sure you got one. Vanessa and my neighbor told me Instacart Corporation is hiring. Okay. Red Blonde Chicks, I did Postmates too. I didn't like them hiding the pay 2019. 2019, yeah. They were okay, but I like DoorDash the best. They were my favorite. And the DoorDash, I think out of all of the work from home jobs I've had over the years, top 5, I would say they would probably be number 1. Darcel, hey Queen. She says hello to everyone. Miss T says prayers for Tan. Thank you, Queen. Deborah says I still do DoorDash and Instacart. Okay, Deborah. So we were working from home during DoorDash, not the courier part. We were the ones that we would have to call the restaurants to get the orders, the order placer. So I missed that job. Sharon says almost 8 years later, and I'm still upset about DoorDash eliminating us order places. Laugh out loud. Was the best job. Still wish could find something similar. Now there was another company, Sharon. Recently, I tried to see if they were hiring, and they are not. It was similar to DoorDash, but I think it was like centered around one particular restaurant. Red Blonde Chick, she says, I do DoorDash too. Okay. Hey, Knit and Crochet. How are you, Queen? Happy Tuesday. She says, hello to everyone. Leonica does have a testimony. She says she has 614 on Money Time, 713 on Pay Viewpoint, 382 on Prime, and $1.20 on Nice Drama. All right, girl. Congratulations. Shawanda, yeah, I posted some on the other channel, Queen. If you want to pop over here and take a look, I posted some non-phone overnight on the other channel. I'll try to look for some more, Queen. I may do it tonight when I get off of here. Lynette says, my company is also hiring in multiple states. The positions are hybrid, though. I don't think nobody here wants a hybrid, Lynette. Anybody here wants a hybrid? Lynette said her company that she works for, they are hiring. Doubt if anybody here is looking for hybrid, though. Most people want to be at the house. And they don't want to leave the house. Deborah says, oh, I had tried to get a job in DoorDash. Oh, you did, Deborah? Hey, Darlene. She says, hi. Hey, Kay. Kay says, hello, everyone new here. Has anyone tried InstaWork? We got InstaWork from one of the queens probably a year or so ago. One of our queens here came on a stream and told us about that one. But if anybody here is currently doing InstaWork, I'll put the question up here, Kay. Y'all let us know in the chat. Ursula says, I'm having trouble saving my profile in Gig Walk. I keep having to resave it. Any suggestions? I don't do that one, Ursula. Anyone here does Gig Walk? Tan has done Gig Walk. It's been about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, Ursula, when she did that one. But she didn't say anything about the profile though. So I'm not sure. Girl, ask ChatGPT. Never know. They may have the answer. Darcel says, congratulations, Leonica. Red Blonde Chick, she says, oh, I've been a driver, all the apps, but how do you get the work from home? So Red Blonde Chick, DoorDash, they no longer hire Queen for the order placers. That's what the video is about. I got terminated from DoorDash. I'm gonna talk about it. Leonica says, yes, they put all of us out of a job share, and I made 2K to 3K on DoorDash working for them from home. So they no longer have the order placer remote job, everybody. And that's what the video tonight is about. I was terminated from DoorDash. Working from home, I was terminated in 2018. And they was paying some good money. Woo! Some good money. Shawana says, thank you. That's okay, Deborah. You just didn't know, Queen. But now they sent the jobs to the Philippines, unfortunately. The uncle said they no longer hire from home. They outsourced the company. Yeah. It was good while it lasted. I'm going to tell it, grown and techie. I'm going to tell it. Miss T said, no, ma'am. Thanks, though. Darcy said, heavens, no. see, Lynette, they do not want to leave the home to do the brick and mortar. She said, it's one day, everybody, one day a week. She says, trust me, I know I'm still fighting to go back. Remote. Hey, Queen Lucette. She says, glorious greetings, beautiful people. How are you, Queen? Yep, nobody wants to do that brick and mortar, Lynette. And believe it or not, I would say about before the pandemic, like 2019, 2018, 2017, I had all types of people reaching out to me, offering me brick and mortar jobs. But ask Tan, I was like, nope. Some of my relatives worked at like different hospitals here where we live. And they was like, girl, you know, my department hiring, I can get you on. You will have a job in a few days. They're going to call you. You can do the interview and be hired and working next week. And I turned it down. Nope. My sister, she was calling saying the same thing. But now she's at home. But nah. Nope. No brick and mortar. Monica said, good evening, everyone. Hey, Queen Monica. Lucette says, glorious greetings. Grown and Ticket says, I'd like to find out about the hybrid. Okay, so hang on, Grown. I got to go back and get it. The Queen put it here, so I'm just going to put it up here. If anybody wants to check out this company. Lynette, what state is the company in? Jen says just cashed out. She got 9 on Prolific. 6 on Survey Savvy. She got 1 on the Mode app and 5 on Inbox. All right, girl. Congratulations, Jen. Congrats to you. Grown and Techie, if you did not get the name of the company, I'll post it back up here. Y'all be sure to get on the wait list for Prolific. We have several queens here that have paid car notes, car insurance, phone bills, purchased groceries with this particular side hustle. With the side hustles, you do not have to have experience. They do not require a resume, and there is no interview involved. And typically 98% of the companies pay out to PayPal. So if you are someone, you're struggling, trying to find a remote job, sometimes the remote jobs just don't work. You may be looking, you may be applying, you may have even interviewed, but nobody is hiring you per se. Some of our queens here, they tried to find a remote job, could not find one. So the alternative for them was to get some side gigs and some side hustles. And now they are doing fantastic off of them, making bukus of money off of side gigs and side hustles. So don't count it out. The video tonight is my story about not having any eggs in the basket. So you don't want to be like me and get fired from a good paying work from home job to doing zero, not bringing in any type of income. You don't want to do that. So that's what I'm going to talk about later on in the video. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. I am Carol. Tan is my business partner. Together we are two chicks with the side hustle, and on this channel we talk about remote jobs, we talk about side gigs, side hustles, and just different ways for people to bring in income from the comfort of their home, computer, laptop, tablet, or cell phone. So if you have any questions about remote jobs, if you are new to working from home, let me know that in the chat. I do have a list of beginner friendly companies, and the companies on this list, some of them do not require interviews. So if you are trying to jump in and get your feet wet and you need to know which companies to work for first, that will allow you to go on and work for other companies later on in the future, let me know in the chat. Monica says, hi, Leonica. Leonica says, hey, Monica. Hey, Crafty Diva. She says, hi from Indiana. Darcel says, Mercord. I ain't never heard of that one, Darcel. What do they do? She says, they're always hiring, it seems. Knit and Crochet says she has $5.25 on EarnStar. Girl, you got 22 on free cash. And Survey Junkie, she got $2.22. Okay, queen. Congrats to you. EarnStar is a good one. And I do have a link for EarnStar. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have any side hustles in the basket, take a look at the chat. I have dropped a link. There are 50 plus side gigs and side hustles on this one particular link. And throughout the video, I will be posting others in the chat section, because gone are the days of just having one income. Today, you need about 55 plus side gigs, side hustles, and remote jobs all combined into one, because every single thing has gone up. Everything is high. So you don't want to just have one, because you never know when the brick and mortar, if you are working outside the home, you never know when it's going to close down. Same thing with being inside the home. You never know when you're going to receive an email that your contract has ended. And that's an awful feeling. So this is EarnStar. EarnStar, I think this is a survey site. A lot of people here like EarnStar. So y'all be sure to get that one. Survey Junkie. That one is number 2 on the list. Yeah, that was the easiest job ever. You ain't learned about that, Leonica. And I have had some easy jobs, but that one, by far, one of the best paying too, that I have ever had. Hey, Felicia. Felicia says, hello, Carol and chat family, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Leonica says, congrats, Jen. She says, hey, Felicia, and hey, Knit and Crochet. Felicia says, hey, Queen Leonica. Grown and Techie says, thank you. Hey, Autism Mommy. Autism Mommy says, happy, I know you meant Tuesday. It seemed like Wednesday. She said, y'all show some love by liking and sharing this video. Autism Mommy is one of our queens that has 50 side hustles, everybody. Happy Lady says, has anyone got hired with ASD? Yeah, we had a couple of people to get hired with them, Queen. They approved me for step 2, but never sent the assessments to do. Did you email them? I would say contact them. Jen says, thank you, Leonica. Leonica says, hey, Autism Mommy. Yep, Lenny, she is on Facebook. Leonica says, you're welcome, Jen. Lynette says, I tried. Autism Mom says, hey, Leonica. Well, hopefully, Lynette, that you will be able to get home, Queen, full time. Tundra, I posted it. I gotta go back to get it, Queen, because I don't remember. Let me see. So this is the company that Queen Lynette is doing. So y'all be sure to take a screenshot. And she said that she goes to work 1 day a week. Lynette says, I'm mentally preparing myself through prayer to be pleasant tomorrow. Laugh out loud. I'm ready to get my DR involved. Laugh out loud. The drive keeps me in road rage status. Well, hopefully, Queen, they'll just go on and say, you know what? Just go to the house. You just stay at home. So Lynette says they are based in Texas. They have offices in Atlanta, Phoenix, Michigan, and a few other states. Thank you, Queen. Download says, hey, Cash, got some games paying up to $1,000 plus. What? For Hey Cash? All right. Thank you, Downloads. So, Hey Cash, everybody, number 54 on the list. I'm going to put it here. Hang on. I'm going to show the states. Y'all be sure to take a screenshot. Leonica says she forgot to mention she also has $635 on inbox and $330 on free cash. All right, Leonica. Congratulations, Queen. I'm almost at $5 on money time, Leonica. I'm so close. I might be there by now. Shawanda, which side hustle, Queen? The list? Are you talking about the list? I know this check going kind of fast. Hey, Shantae. Shantae says, what are the top paying survey sites? I would say Prolific. Hey, Lavon, how are you? Lavon says, hi, Carl. She says, tell Tana I asked about her too. I will, Queen. Tammy says, I need to jump in. Never have done any side hustles before. So, Tammy, what are you comfortable with doing, Queen? We have all types that we talk about. Mystery shop, gaming apps, survey sites, task-based sites, focus groups, testing product sites. I'm going to put this list in here, Queen. So take a look at the list, Tammy. It's in the chat now. Get you a separate email, Queen, because a lot of these companies, once you get into their system, they will start to email you like crazy. I would say maybe if you have a Gmail account, maybe put like the survey sites in different folders. Just Call Me Steph says, did my first Ellis apartment shop today, got $85. All right, Queen. Go ahead, Steph. Steph says she got 85, everybody, on an apartment mystery shop company site. I'm going to drop the link here. If anybody here wants to do this one, this is a good one, everybody. Queen Angela made over $1,000 doing some apartment mystery shops last month in the month of September. And everybody has done this. If you have been to an apartment complex before and you're going in, you're asking questions about a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom, a 4-bedroom, so on and so forth, you just didn't get paid for it. That's the only thing. So just make sure you take a look at this company. The link is in the chat. Leonica says, still her car, just playing money time. And she says, congrats to Just Call Me Step. So y'all think about that. Let that kind of sink in on the side gigs and side hustles. We had 2 queens on the live stream the other night. One of the queens, Queen So Right, I think she made like $9.95 in the month of September doing mystery shop. And then Queen Angela, I think she was close to like maybe 2,000 doing mystery shop. So if you have a car and you know that you may have to run to the store, you may have to go to Walmart, you may have to go to Ross, Marshalls, Burlington, maybe could be a favorite restaurant that you like to frequent. You could be getting paid to go shop and eat. Gig Spot, they have a lot of telephone and web shop. So with this company, you don't have to leave the house. If you someone is an introvert and you like, I'm gonna go in no store and do no mystery shop, take a look at Gig Spot. This one you can do from your phone. They have telephone and they have web shops. If you have a laptop, you can do the web shops from your laptop or desktop. So take a look at that one. The good thing about these, again, no experience, no interview, no resume. So you don't have to worry about it. You can literally sign up to some of these companies and you can start making money this week. No joke. Market Force is a good one. Presto Shopper, another good one. So I'm dropping the links in the chats, everybody in the chat. So just make sure you watch the chat. I know the chat kind of moving tonight, but make sure you take a look at the chat. If you know somebody that's looking for a side gig or a side hustle, maybe they're looking for a remote job, they haven't found one, please share the video so they can get this free information. It's enough money out there for you guys to get it. Presto Shopper, this is another one that we talk about a lot. One of our queens, Queen on Wii. She was making a couple of hundred a day off Presto. Now, the shops, they will depend on where you live. Some places, some areas, if you're like in a rural town, small city, may not have as many shops as somebody in a bigger town or a bigger state, bigger city. If you are willing to drive, some of the schedulers, you can negotiate the pay. So this is what Felicia had to say, everybody. Y'all listen. Felicia says, I've been doing side gigs and side hustles for the last 2.5 years. I couldn't get a job. These ladies in this community have helped me stay afloat and encouraged. I now work full-time, work from home, and the others. So did y'all hear that? And the side gigs and the side hustles paid her bills until she was able to find a full-time work from home job. So some of y'all new here. Y'all don't know. I'm not talking to y'all because y'all new, but the ones that's been here and y'all been on these live streams and been watching us and been coming and looking and lurking, what are you waiting on? Darcel says, task, I have been doing about 3 weeks, just different tasks. My project is $21, but it varies. Well, congratulations, Queen Darcel. Congrats to you, Queen. Congrats to you also, Felicia, on the full-time job. Sharon says, it sure is. Nelly says, the only one I've done was shipped. I would love to see what's out there. Is shipped, that's like a delivery service, Nelly? I think I've heard of that one. Leonica says, Spark is pretty good to delivery customer groceries, but also have in-store shopping orders as well. Jen says she has 13 on Hey Cash. All right, girl. Congrats, Queen. So a lot of people on here tonight getting money off of Hey Cash. Jay says, hey, Playtest Cloud pays you to play games. It's legit. Yep, Jay, we got a king. He's made quite a bit of money off of Playtest Cloud. Yes, ma'am. That one is a good one, too. So I'm going to drop the link for that one here in the chat. Let me go find it. Playtest Cloud is another good one, everybody. King Earl has made quite a bit of money off of this one. And again, with the side gigs and the side hustles, you do not need a resume. So if you feel like your resume is holding you back and keeping you from getting a remote job, I'm going to put a link here for beginner-friendly companies. And also, I would say, again, take a look at the side gigs and the side hustles. You never know what type of money you actually could be making just from playing some games or just from doing some surveys or maybe some mystery shops. You just never know you may bring in. So if you are doubting it, if you're having like second thoughts about it, you're going to have to like put all of that to the side and say, you know what, let me just give it a try. We got several queens in here. This is what they do. This is how they make ends meet. Autism Mommy has 50. We have another queen, Queen Helen. This queen is 65 years old. She has 50 side gigs and side hustles. We got another queen, Helen. She has 50. King Earl has about 15. Leonica, she has quite a few. Meeks Adorable, she has quite a few as well. And there are several other queens here that have quite a few of these mystery shop sites. Queen Dawn, she does a lot of mystery shops. Queen Cynthia, she does a lot of mystery shops. Queen Angela, she does a lot of mystery shops. And a lot of these queens, again, this is all they do are the mystery shops, the side gigs, the side hustles, the games, the survey sites, and the task-based sites. Because again, these are easy to start. Look in the chat, Tammy. It's there. Imelda, probably how you was answering the questions, Queen. It's a certain way when it comes to the texting the lonely people, you have to answer the questions, the assessment questions. Because if you don't answer the questions right, they won't hire you. So it's a certain way that they want you to answer those questions. But you can always try again, Queen. I haven't dropped it yet, Tammy. Jen says, congrats. There go Queen Angela. She says, well, hey, fam, I received the notification tonight. Okay. Now this is Kara. Can I suggest a nationwide car auction company that has remote positions? Is it, and I think I know the one you're talking about. Give me the name, Queen, but I think I know what it is. Is it Copart? Let me know in the chat. Leonica says, get it, Carolyn. Thanks. Trying to see how far I can go on money time. I'm trying to get to 20. That's the goal for me, Leonica. She says, thanks, Jen. Congrats to you, Jen. And Just Call Me Steph says, on the wait list for Prolific. All right, Queen. Check to make sure you don't come out, because some people got on while we were on the stream and got right off. Angela says, congratulations to all the wins. Angela, we know you got some good news for us, Queen. Lynette says she got free cash. Okay. Tammy says, I would like to try a variety of things non-phone. So are you talking about the side gigs and side hustles, Queen? Most of them are non-phone. The games, survey sites, even some of the on-site mystery shop sites. You ain't really talking to nobody. If you're at a restaurant, of course, you'll have to place an order. But besides that, you just observing. You might have to take a picture or something like that. Lynette says, that's what I want to do, the mystery shopper. Well, come on, Lynette. We got you covered, Queen. We got several queens that do the mystery shop. Queen Angela, she is one of them, and she is here on this stream tonight. Queen Angela, if you don't mind putting up what you made in the month of September off of the mystery shop companies, if you don't mind, Queen, please do it for me. So the other queen, we got some new people on here tonight that's interested in doing mystery shop. So hopefully Queen Angela, so you other queens can see, hopefully she will put up what she made from doing mystery shops in the month of September. Now, if you like to, I would say go out to eat, I would say take a look at Presto and take a look at Market Force. If you are someone that has maybe small children, Market Force, they post a lot of fast food shops like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, KFC, Sonic. If you have kids, I would say maybe take a look at Market Force. Market Force is a great one. A friend of mine, she does Market Force. She's been doing them though for years, but if it's a good month for her, if she just really goes out and do the shop, she can generate an income between like $1,000 to like $1,400 easily, just by going to fast food places. I've been on a shop before with her, and all she had to do was go in McDonald's. She had to take a picture of the restrooms. She had to go through the drive-through, place an order, and she had to go on the inside. While she was on the inside, they wanted her to kind of take a picture, I think, of the front entryway and maybe the counter, and she just had to place an order. That was it. Monica says, I'm on the wait list for Prolific. I signed up again. Let's see what happens. Okay, Queen. Keep us posted, Monica. Deborah says, I used to do them. It is good money. I did it some years ago. The Secret Shopper. Okay, Deborah. Do you remember who you work for? Angela says, I have an Ellis shop scheduled tomorrow. Okay, girl. Come on up here. 1:35. Online verdict scheduled for the 29th. Oh, for 200? Okay, girl. Go ahead. Congratulations, Queen Angela. So Angela is doing Ellis. And Ellis, again, if you missed what I said, and if you are just coming on, Ellis is the apartment mystery shop company. Easy money, folks, because the shop may be $35, $45, but the bonus may be $80, $85, could be $100, could be $125. End of the month, when they try to really get those shops off the book, they will be begging you to do the shops and offering more pay. And it's easy to become a mystery shopper because you do not need experience. You don't have to have a resume. They are not going to interview you. If you can read and follow directions, you can become a mystery shopper. This is very easy to do. And Ellis is by far one of the best mystery shop sites out there. And congratulations again, Queen Angela. So think about it, folks. 135, and it may only take her 20, 25, 30 minutes to do the shop. So if you are waiting for an email to come from whatever remote job you have been applying to, don't stop applying, keep applying. But in the meantime, again, get you some of these side gigs and side hustles. They can really help you if you need to get a bill or two paid. Tammy says, that's amazing. Seems too good to be true. Yeah, I know it does, Tammy, but it's, oh, yes, ma'am. It's most definitely true. Imelda says, some things got to be wrong because in all these years I've been following y'all and applying for these side jobs like cookie ordering, texting, med, reminders, lonely friend, texting 73 years. Queen, where do you live? Hey, MBG, they said I have 25 on Prolific right now. You can accumulate more money faster on a laptop, y'all. I noticed there are not a lot of mobile surveys anymore. Well, congrats on that 25. Congrats to you. Raisha says, I started my second year with Colony Brands. All right, Queen, go ahead. Congratulations. And Colony Brands, they are hiring again. It is a seasonal position, but you never know. They might keep you on. This one is a part-time job. Take a look at this beginner-friendly list. If you are I would say, look at also look for a couple quick. Y'all take are, and I know my internet acting crazy. I do this every night for some reason, but the link is in the chat. Take a look at number 14. That one is Teller Direct. It stays specific as well. One of our queens was on here a few nights ago. She was hired fast with that one. And then the one that this queen is working for, number 8, Colony Brand. We had someone else to get hired with this one fast. So if you are looking for a remote job, now is the time because the holiday season is quickly approaching and these companies will start hiring like crazy. Darcel says, thanks. Raisha says, got promoted. Start training next week. All right, Queen. Go ahead. Darcel says, yes, they do Walmart, Amazon, Flex hiring again. Thank you, Darcel. Tammy says, that's me scared. I guess time for me to jump in and try to make some money. Yep, Tammy, you got to tell fear, honey, to get to the side because you got to make some money. I would say maybe do a few. Maybe do a survey site. Get a couple of the survey sites, Tammy. Start there. If you like to play games, maybe do some of the gaming apps. Hey, Cherie. She says, hey, everybody. I'm up to $81 on Branded. Are there any survey sites that pay $1 or more per survey? All right, Queen. Congratulations to you. Now, I don't know what this one pays, Queen, but I have heard a lot of our queens here. They seem to like this Earn Star, and I got one more. The top surveys. I think the top surveys one, they may pay around like $1 to maybe $3 to $4 per survey. I'm going to drop it here. Let me go find it. A lot of people like Hey Cash also. So Earn Star Queen and Top Surveys, those two are some of the newer ones that we've heard people talking about. Lynette says she has made $520 on free cash. All right, Queen. Go ahead. Congratulations on the 520. Free cash is a good one, everybody. Meets Adorable. She was making money off of this one, paying her light bill. So free cash is a gaming app, but they do also have surveys. So some people play the games. We have some people that do both. Some people like one versus the other. It's your choice. Number 13 on the list is the free cash one. Hey, Candy. Candy says, hello, everyone. I hope all is well. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Queen. Monte Meeks. Meeks says, hi, Carol in chat. So you deliver groceries. Okay, Nelly. Thank you. Nelly says she was doing Shipt. Live, love, and laugh. Hey, 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 Queen. Angela says, sure, give me 1 minute. I will get there for you. Thank you, Angela. So Angela is about to let everybody know, and she got it. Thank you, Queen. So y'all see this right here. Take a good look. Screenshot it if you have to. So $846 on a mystery shop site. So some of y'all again, y'all still thinking that, these side gigs and side hustles, they don't pay off. They work if you work them. They can work for you. So Gig Spot, again, this is a good mystery shop site to start with. If you are new to mystery shopping, this is a good one. They have all different types of shops. They have the telephone shops. They have the web shops. They also have the audit shops where you have to go to like a Burlington and just count. They may say, go in and count the women's t-shirts. They may pay you $18 to go in and count. How fast can you count? Can you count 100 in maybe like 5 minutes? That's $18. Now we had one queen, she went to 3 stores in one day. $20 a pop. She made 60. So she has another 735 on Ellis. I just got done talking about Ellis. Ellis is the apartment mystery shop company. $735 just to go into an apartment complex, ask a few questions, take some notes. $735, y'all. So let's think about that. 20 minutes of her time, 25 minutes. And that could have been $100 just for 25 minutes. The bonuses, they pay really good when it comes to the bonus money. So if you are not afraid of going outside of the home, I would say you better try to look at Alice. Gig Spot, they sometimes they have apartment shops too, but it depends on where you live. Aligner, that's another non-phone side hustle. Brock's Panel, that's another one. Got 34 there on Brock's, okay. And she got 45 cents on Just Play. Just Play is a gaming app. I'm going to put the Brock's Panel in here. That one is a video survey company. That one you can make up to $10 per video survey. Now, I can't tell you where to start. I can only give you the side gigs and the side hustles. You have to determine what it is you are comfortable with doing. If you like to do mystery shop, if you think you want to give it a go, hey, jump on in, get your feet wet, maybe do 1 or 2 and just kind of see, I like it or no, I don't like it. Mystery shop is easy though. If you got to go to the store anyway, you might be able to pick up a mystery shop. Just call me Step. Have you done market for us, Queen? Matthew says, good evening, Angela. He said, I'm terrible at following directions. Just ask my wife. That's funny, Matthew. Angela says, since the weather is changing, I have RWS, Aligner, CrowdGen by Appen, and hopefully an Uber AI gig to work from home. All right, Queen. Congrats. Angela said, Leona can incur for the video shops. Any tips for them? I am still at 7 cents and 20 cents. Which company, Angela? She says, good evening, Matthew. Hey, always learning. She says, good evening. Cherie says, I also got an email back from RWS to take an assessment test, but I'm kind of skeptical because of the reviews. Does anyone have any insight on this company? Queen Angela works for them. They are legit because we used to promote them. MBG says, which mystery shop do online shops? Gig Spot. They do the telephone and the web shops. So if you know you got that $1,500 iPhone over there, honey, is that iPhone making you any type of money? You better look at that phone and say, you know what? I'm paying you every cent, paying this bill. But you ain't really generating me no income. My phone gave me $2,000 a month texting lonely people. But I'm going to talk about that coming towards the end of the video. I'm not going to talk about it right now. But if you got a phone and you know that phone ain't made a dime, a quarter, a penny, a nickel, pick it up. Download some games. You could make some money off these Androids and these iPhones. I don't know what some of y'all waiting on. The rainy days are here. You see what's going on in the world, right? They cutting everything. Stamps. People are being evicted. Every time you turn on the TV, something is happening. Groceries are high as giraffe lips. So what is it going to take? The pandemic taught a lot of us that, we need way more than just one remote job to make it. We need way more than just 2 side hustles to make it. If the pandemic didn't teach you anything, I feel like this is a recession. This recession should teach you something. Hey, Ellie. She says, hey, 2 Chicks fam, liked and shared. Thank you. Ashley says, hey, Spark is good once you get on, but it's a wait list though. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Carol. She says, hi, everyone. Shawanda, we got some sites. Let me see if Tan got them on here. I know we talked about them before. So hopefully she still got them on the blog. Yeah. They are not on one link, Shawanda, so I'm gonna have to put them in one by one. So if you are interested in getting paid to review and respond to legal cases, take a look at the chat. I'm dropping some links in here now. Another side hustle that you guys can do from home. If you missed the link to Gig Spot, this is the one you can do from your phone or from your laptop or desktop. It is a mystery shop site. They do have on-site as well, but you get to pick and choose the shops that you're interested in. So every single shop, of course, won't interest you, but you do get a chance to see what they have available on their site. Tammy says, would you recommend getting a separate cell phone to do these side hustles, or is using your own personal phone? It's really up to you, Queen. We do have queens that have tablets, and extra phones, but it's really up to the individual. It is a good idea, though. Tammy, if that's what you want to do, it I feel like it is a good idea to have extra phones. Cherie says, I've applied to text all the lonely men with no response yet. That's the one I'm itching to do. Did you check your spam, Queen? Ursa said, after you sign up for the Brox panel, how do you sign in to access? I don't see where to sign in. I'm going to put the question up there, Queen, and see. Grown and Techie. It's way back there, Grown and Techie. You probably have to watch the replay. Nice Drama and Bright Drama. So I earned some money off of Nice Drama, Angela. The Onika has been doing both, and she's earned from both also. Easy, Queen. Just watching some short clips. That's all. That's an easy one. Easy side hustle. I gotta go find my tablets. I still ain't found them. Tammy says, okay, thank you for your information. I greatly appreciate it. No problem, Queen. And be sure to share with a friend if you know anybody looking for side gigs and side hustles. Angela, did you try Nice Drama? Are you saying you tried it or you're interested in doing it? Those are easy though. So I would say if you have like an extra phone or extra tablet laying around, you could just easily just let it play. Jen says Nice Drama is actually legit instant PayPal payouts. Yep, it's a good one. I'm gonna put it here on Candace. I think Nice Drama is on the Android and the Apple phone, but I think Bright Drama is only on the Android phone. Me says, I don't watch the clips. I only watch the ads and do the phone shake and scratch off rewards. I got to figure out how to do the phone shake. I know y'all said it's in the reward section. Thank you, Tammy. Me says, I use an old phone I had lying around here. I just use the Wi-Fi. Yep, this thing to do to make some extra money. No problem, Candace. So this is what Meek said about the phones, everybody. She said she uses an old phone that she had lying around the house. She says, I just use the Wi-Fi for the apps. So if you got extra phones, no matter what it is, it still can make you some type of money. If you got tablets laying around, I got some tablets laying around, don't know where they're at. They're somewhere in some of these boxes. But those tablets can also generate some income for you. Angela says, I have both Nice and Bright, but my payouts are still low. I guess I will be patient. For Brox Panel, check your email just in case you need to verify your information first before signing in. So that is a good tip for those of you that have signed up for the Brox Panel. Queen Angela is saying check the email because you may have to verify your information. Inbox panel, again, this is the video survey one where you can make up to 10 per video survey. Product tube is also another good one that a lot of the queens and some of the kings are doing as well. This one you have to go into like a store. They may tell you go into Publix and look for some shaving cream, and they want you to create a video about it. 1 to 2 to 3 minutes tops. And you never know, they may pay you $25 just to do that. Could be 30, could be 40. We have some people that have made like 70, 85 just to go and do a video on a product in a store from the cell phone. So y'all take a look at product tube. That's another good one. Tan has done this one. This one is Gig Walk. It's kind of like a mystery shop site, but she had to record a video of the high code at Walmart. And from what I've seen with this one, they have like $20 plus shops. It may be 20, maybe 25, but their shops start around like 20, 25. You can do that one from the phone. And if a phone, again, is all you have, don't count yourself out and thinking that you cannot make any money from the phone, because you most definitely can make money from the phone. Again, if you have a phone and you just scrolling on TikTok and you scrolling on Facebook and you scrolling on YouTube every day, all day, you're making those content creators rich, but you're not making any money for yourself, but you still got to pay that phone bill, right? I know you got to pay it because I got to pay mine. So if your phone, again, is not making you any type of income, kings and queens, I'm going to put a list of companies here in the chat you might want to take a look at, because you can do these from your phone. And some of y'all over there want that brand new iPhone. I don't want it, but some of y'all want it. And I'm pretty sure that iPhone, what it costs, about $1,500, $1,600, $1,700. Girl, you gonna go get that phone, and that phone ain't gonna make you a quarter, a dime, a nickel, a penny. What are y'all doing? No, don't do that. Don't do that. So here is a list of companies that you can make from the iPhone and that Samsung Android phone. Lynette, let me see. She says, just signed up for this one. Which one, Lynette? The Gig Walk? So y'all take a look at that list of companies. Ursula, she says, thanks, Queen Angela. Grown and Techie, I cannot, because I will have to scroll all the way back in the chat. You will have to watch the replay, unfortunately. I'm so sorry about that, because I can't see it. I have to go all the way back to the beginning, and that's a lot of scrolling. Now, if Queen Lynette wants to repost it, she's here. She's on Facebook, though. Queen Lynette, if you can repost the name of your company that you work for, please. Drea, hey, Queen. Drea says, hey, everyone. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, you're going to sign up for the juror. That one is fun. Those are fun. Tan and myself, we had to do one like that. That one, those are fun to me, because you're basically just listening to a case and then you have to give your opinion. So easy money. And then Queen Angela, she's doing one $200. So that's good. That's some good money. Just to sit and listen to a case. Not bad at all. Okay, so I'm gonna put it up here. Grown and Techie. So there is the company there. You may want to take a screenshot. Stellantis. Is that how you pronounce it, Queen? Stellantis Financial Services. I'm sure you can, Cherie. And you can always ask ChatGPT, how do you use Excel Microsoft? Give me a tutorial. So it's ways around stuff. Thank you, Lynette. I'm going to talk about this, Shawanda. You want to chat with the lonely people? Anybody else got any more questions about anything? If you missed anything, let me know in the chat also. And some of the companies, I feel like, Cherie, they'll say that, but may not even use Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? They may just have it on the description, but you may not actually be using Microsoft. Hey, 135. 135 says, hey, Carl in chat. Candace says, practice for free. MBG says, Cherie, look up Verizon Skills EDX. You can take free online courses to learn. Now, that's a good idea. Thank you, MBG. No problem, Grown and Techie. I'm glad that the Queen was still here to give the information, because I would have to go way back at the beginning. Cherie says, oh, wow, thank you, guys. But yeah, sometimes, Cherie, them companies will say that, and I've worked for several, and they don't even really, you know what I'm saying? They don't even really use it. I don't know if it's just something to kind of weed people out. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm like, okay, y'all asking for this, that, that. But even knowing that, the job ain't even about that. Crafty Diva, she's asking, has anyone currently or has sold some feet pictures? We didn't have I didn't had a live stream, Crafty Diva, about that, but I don't think nobody here or at that time has sold any feet pictures. But has anybody here sold any? Now this is an unusual side hustle, but has anybody here sold any feet pictures? But I have seen people talk about it on YouTube. Candace said, let me get my feet ready. Laugh out loud. Yeah, no, that is one of those unusual side hustles. Yeah, I would say. Because people sell anything now. And I have had a live stream. It was like an after dark, though, late night. And we were talking about unusual side hustles, things that people sell or do to make money. So that was one of them. Lynette says, I'm contemplating my 17-year-old me a website. Oh, you contemplate? You so funny. Geraldine, yeah. Hang on, because I gotta go back. It's several different companies that do the get paid to listen and review the legal cases. Grown and Ticket says, does she possibly have a link? If not, I will understand. Lynette, do you have the link to the company? Crafty D's, I'm thinking about it and how to get started. There's some companies out there, Crafty D, but I will ask ChatGPT to give you a list of legit feet selling websites. Because I don't know the ones like right off the top of my head, because I did this live, I think it was about 2 years ago. When I did that one, it's about 2 years ago, 2023, I want to say. So I most definitely cannot remember the companies. But yep, I would ask ChatGPT. I'm pretty sure they can give you a list. Cherie says, "Oh, you need to do another one like that late night side hustle." Drew said, "I saw someone selling underwear, worn underwear. I thought that was just some orange." No, that's true, Drew. I talked about that one too. Yeah, that is absolutely true. Some lady was selling bath water. It's just amazing to me what people will buy. And I just feel like, the world we living in, people will buy and sell anything. Even if you think it's not going to sell, it probably will. It probably will. Thank you, Queen Lynette. Appreciate that. So she put it up, grown and techie. Hopefully you can get the screenshot. I need to do another one, Cherie. Download said Feet Finder. Thank you, downloads. Renata says, "What is Gig Walk? It's like a mystery shop site, but you do it from your cell phone." So they have what they call the shops. They'll be on like a notification. They'll send you a notification. They may say, "Hey, we got 5 shops in your area," and they'll tell you what each shop pays, and it'll tell you if you just click on it, and you can read the directions of what exactly they want you to do. Easy money, Renata. Tan did that one. Alma Mummy says people getting desperate for cash. Yep. Do something strange for a little piece of change. Cherie said, "Y'all giving me some strange ideas." Cherie, you think you're gonna sell some feet pictures, Queen? They buying everything, y'all. Feet pictures, underwear. They want your dirty socks, dirty panties. They buying everything. Believe it or not, they are buying everything. So you can Google the sites, look it up. I didn't make it up. I looked it up, and these are some true sites that buy this type of stuff. But it's actually people. I think the site is the third party, the go-to or the in-between. So people go on, say, "Hey, I want to sell, I got 5 pairs of dirty socks over here." They may take some pictures, upload it to the site, put a price on it, and then if somebody's looking for dirty socks, they go to the site and then they see what they want, they buy them. So again, I didn't make it up. I looked it up. These are some real sites. If you go Google them, they will pop up. Sounds too good to be true. I know. My mom, and she says, "Laugh out loud." Grown and Ticket says, "Thank you both again." No problem. Drea says, "How is Tan?" She is great. She's great, Drea. She's supposed to pop on here tonight. I'm gonna see though. Cherie says, "Don't be alarmed if you see a used penny YouTube channel, untouched niche." Yeah, you right about that. Crafty Diva says, "Hey, if folks will pay to look at my chubby feet, here's my cash." Yeah, they gonna pay. Girl, like I said, you will be surprised what people will pay for. Yes, ma'am. They most definitely will pay. They want to see them. They want the pictures. They gonna pay. So go on and start taking them pictures, Crafty Diva. And one of the queens, she shared a site. Let me see. Feet Finder. Feet Finder is one of the sites that the queen shared. So if y'all want to go for what you know, hey, go for what you know. Hey, Stephanie. She says, hey, y'all. How are you, queen? Cherie said, y'all cutting up. I ain't did that, Cherie. I'm giving you the information. Like, it's people will though. That's the truth. That's the honest to God truth. People will buy anything. Ah, thank you, Divine. I appreciate that. People will buy anything, y'all. I saw it's a site you can sell your hair. So if you want to cut your hair off and sell it, you can actually cut it off and sell it. 135 says, I completed my first survey on Hatch over 2 weeks ago and successfully cashed out a $7 gift card. They have a lot of gift cards to choose from. All right, Queen. Go ahead, 135. Congrats. Cherie says, oh, I'm taking notes. I take it, Cherie, you will have a success story for us the next time we probably come on live. So I got a question. Who on here wants to text lonely people? Y'all let me know in the chat. Just put me or one or something. If you want to text these lonely people, y'all let me know in the chat. Stephanie says, irritated having to undo a bed partially because my helper messed it up. I know you hate that, Stephanie. Upside down pieces. Oh my gosh. I hate to hear that, Queen. 135 says, thanks, Kara. Cherie says, me, I can't wait. Divine said, as long as it's anonymous and clean. Well, the anonymous you got right, Divine, but the clean part, not all the messages, no ma'am. Raisha says, I'm interested. Tammy says, me. Lynette says, possibly. What that mean, Lynette? Possibly. Ellie, I know you was interested, Queen. Kathy D said, I'll text them. And my mama said me. Drea said me. Reese says me. Hey, Queen Lillian. How are you, Queen? She says, hey, family. Sparkle says me. Gabrina says, I'm interested. Okay. Okay, first things first. Cherie says, I signed up for all for a few. No response yet. I'm itching to text the lonely men and don't mind the the not clean part. Okay. They gonna want to discuss everything, Lynette. So I'm gonna say this. You do not control the conversation. You are not in control unless, now if they talking about something that's like really, really off the chain, like ABUSE, no, none of that right there. So if they talking about that, at that point, you would just, it's like a button on there, it'll say report, and you'll report that one, and it'll automatically be erased from your screen. But anything else, as long as it's not underage, then everything else is fine. Nothing dealing with no animals, nothing like that. Nothing too crazy. Nothing like that. You report those. Lynette said, Lord Jesus. Lynette, it just might not be for you, Queen. You know, I try to give people the real and the raw, because I don't want you to go in it like, oh, Kara didn't tell me this, or she didn't mention this, you know. So I don't want you to go in it like blindsided. So you automatically know exactly what you are getting yourself into. Ellie said, you bring it a lot. I'll add it to the list. Okay, Queen. Divine said, sure, but I wouldn't even know what to say. That chat would be short. Not you wouldn't know what to say, Divine. So picture this. It's like really talking to one of your male friends or your boyfriend. So it's like, y'all having a conversation. He may pop on, and let's say if you guys have been talking for, I don't know, maybe a year, because some of the guys, they've been on these sites for a year. Some have been on 2 years or longer. I've seen one guy, he was on for 5 years, because I worked for the company for 5 years. And as long as I was there, I would see him all the time. So it's like talking to your boyfriend. He may say something like, hey, babe, what you doing today? Now, how would you answer that? You may say, hey, John, I'm not doing anything today, or today I got to go to the grocery store. I'm cooking dinner tonight, and maybe what you're cooking for dinner. And then you would just go and ask him a few questions, because you have to keep the person on the other end interested in the conversation. But if you just like, hey, I ain't doing nothing, and that's the conversation, they're going to ding you for that. And all of them are the same. So if you apply to this one, and that one, they all pretty much are exactly the same. And sometimes you may see the same guys that you talk to on one, especially if you're working for more than one. You'll see the same guys be like, oh, I talked to John. He was over on the other site. Now he over on this site. And it'll be the same people. You are anonymous. So they will never know your name, your address, your phone number, what you look like. You are anonymous, and you can never, I don't care how much you are invested in the conversation. I don't care how much you feel like, oh, this is wrong and they lying to these men. You can never tell them who you are. You can never tell them, well, you know what, you being scammed, or you know what, we really ain't gonna never meet you. You will never see us, because they never will see you. They never will know you. It will never be a meetup. If they start talking about a meetup, you kind of have to guide the conversation in a different direction. Well, you know what, John, I'm just really not ready to meet up just yet. Why don't we just stay on here, talk a little bit more? Let me get to know you a little bit better. I just don't really feel comfortable doing a meetup right now. You have to kind of turn the conversation back around and just kind of, I ain't gonna say throw it back to him, but turn it around in a way to where he would kind of back off and asking you for a meetup. So you can never agree to meetups. And every time you talk to a person, you are a different person. So if I'm talking to John right now, I'm Tanya. Tanya is talking to John. Once I hit submit, I'm no longer Tanya. I'm no longer talking to John. Now I'm talking to David, and I'm Jackie. So every single person that you are, you have what they call a fake persona or a fake profile. So Tanya, she could be 35. She got long blonde hair, green eyes, cute smile. And it may be a picture of a person sitting over there. And you'd be like, oh, okay, so this is what Tanya looked like. And you can, some of them, you can send the pictures to the gentleman. Some of them you cannot. You can only just describe what you look like. But they don't leave you hanging on the sites. And like I said, most of them, I done worked for quite a few of them. So to me, they were all the same. Shawanda laughing. Divine said, what happened to those who just want to talk? So you're not actually talking to them, Divine, you're texting. So no voice conversations with these. But those are still out there. Drea says, yes, Alma Mummy, I remember. Shan says, what sites are we talking about? Just tune in. Texting the lonely people. Shawanda says, I be up at night late anyways, laugh out loud. Okay, Queen. Lynette says, fakes, I can just imagine the types of conversations with these lonely people, laugh out loud. Yep. Now, all of them, Lynette, are not going to be on what I call the rah-rah. And y'all already know what the rah-rah is. So all of the conversations may not go to the left. Sometimes it's just men on here, they wife done left them, might have passed away, may just be having a bad day at work, just want somebody to talk to. So they're not going to go and start immediately talking about the EX word. No, not everybody, but I would say maybe 85% will. It might not start off like that, though. It might not. Alma Mama says, I would do call for life advice and family problems for people who want to vent. And sometimes they just want to vent. You may get a guy that just say, you know what, I'm just having a bad day today. You know, my wife left me, the dog died, my boss is getting on my last nerve. And that's it. That may be the conversation. And then you got to be the one and say, oh, you know, Billy, it's going to be okay. So tell me what happened at, you know, work today and how did the boss, you know, make you mad? So that one is a little different. Because like I said, every single one, every conversation is going to be different. It is your job to keep up with the conversation because again, you got other people that's working for the company too, and different people are talking. So you got to read to see what the conversation is about. Because if you just coming in on the beginning, the middle, the end, in between, you got to be the one. It's your job. So I'm reading y'all comments. I got to be able to keep up with the conversation and how this conversation is going, because if you slip up, the guy is going to know, like, wait a minute, and you just said da 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 da, but now you over here saying that I must be talking to a different person. They going to say that you may have somebody to say that if you are not keeping up with the conversation, or if the previous operator did not keep up with the conversation, and then he's texting back and you get it and he's saying, well, you know what, Cherie, you don't sound like the same person I was talking to 5 minutes ago. So you got to be able to step in and say, well, Paul, what are you talking about? It's me. Oh, my mistake. I may have typed something wrong or something. You got to be able to kind of, you know, get it back on track. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. So I don't want y'all to think, oh man, she's saying this. No, I ain't gonna be able to do that. It's really not hard. Once you do a few other messages, you'll see what I'm talking about. It is repetitive. Of course, I done did it for so long. I could do it with my eyes closed. Crafty D said, if I don't know what to respond, I'll just ask ChatGPT. Well, hey, it might work. Crafty D, but Divine said I can have an AI train for that and save myself the embarrassment. Vanessa said, well, I'm single, laugh out loud. Like seeing the info over, I'll try it. Laugh out loud. And another thing with them, some of them, now this first company I used to work for, they were kind of sort of strict. All of them have different rules. The first company I used to work for, this lady that was over the HR department, she actually trained me on how to answer the text messages. And with that company, you had to make like so many before you got paid out. Some of the other ones, a little bit lenient with the pay. Some of them may say, well, you got to have 500 messages for the week in order to cash out. Now, at the time I was working for this company, I had to have 2,000 within a month in order to cash out, but not all of them are like that. So you have to read the job description to see exactly what they require of you. Some of them may say, you know, 200 for the week, 250, and then you can cash out. But some of them may not even have a certain amount that you have to get in order to pay out. Alan Mama said, these people be tripping on them phone. Elliot said, oh, wow, so I need to activate my acting skills and be very creative. Yes, ma'am, Ellie, exactly. Shan, which companies? I talked about a lot of them. Tanya says, you know, he's going to ask what you wearing. So the thing is with that, Tanya, again, you got a profile over here, Queen. So you ain't got to look down at yourself and say, oh, I'm wearing la, 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 la. You got a profile sitting right over here. And you can just make something really up out the top of your head. If he asks that, oh, I got on a black, you know, lace negligee, a black pan and brasset is lace. So, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't really gotta think too hard about questions like that. Alan Mummy says, laugh out loud, chat is way better. Yeah, because you don't really have to talk and you ain't got to use your voice. I think the chat is better because again, all of the companies already have these profiles up. So you really ain't got to do too much. Only thing you have to do is keep up with the conversation and make sure that when you answer the person back that they are engaged to where they will want to keep coming back and talking to you. 135 got a testimony. She says, I have 117 on branded surveys, 23 on product report card, and I cashed out 300 on Prolific. I've been qualifying for more products on product reports card. She says, I received 4 products so far. I'm waiting for them to send me another one. Oh my goodness. Go ahead, girl. I see a lot of y'all is really hitting it on branded. Wow. So she got 117 on branded, everybody. Branded is a survey site. And if y'all want to take a look at branded, I'm going to drop the link here in the chat. I have not dropped the link yet to the lonely people, but I'm about to drop it. So branded surveys, if anyone here wants to get this egg in the basket, Queen 135 has just cashed out $117. Product report card, they are also on the list. This is the one where they will send you the products to test out. Number 11 is product report card. So take a look at number 11. Product reports card. That's a good one. Ellie says, congrats, 135. Gloria says, good night, ladies. Feeling under the weather. Stay, pray to God for healing. Okay, Gloria, hope you feel better, Queen. I'm praying for you, Queen. Cherie, you laughing, Queen. It is funny now. I ain't gonna lie. Some of that stuff used to trip me out. But some of the stuff that the men say. Nick said, hello, everyone. Congrats to everyone on any and all accomplishments. Divine says, ha, back on track of my own. ADHD mind is difficult, let alone a chat. Nick said, Kara, do you think they are really lonely men? Laugh out loud. Maybe they getting paid. No, they paying to talk to you. Some of them are lonely. And they have like the pictures so you can kind of see what some of them look like. Now, some of the sites, I know admin chat, the guys will have the pictures up on the right side. I've never worked for Cloud Workers and Text and Factory. I think Leonica has worked for Text and Factory. Since day one, so I'm still trying to figure out product report card. So since day one, they will send you surveys, and you do have to take the surveys in order to see whether or not you qualify to test the products. So check your spam folder if you have signed up for them. Shawanda say, me? And my mommy says, yay, congratulations. Candy says, congratulations to everyone. Drea says, without doing anything at all but playing 47 days, I got $10 on Prime Opinion. All right, Queen. Congratulations. And Prime Opinion, if anyone here wants to do Prime, I do have them here on this list, and they are number 1. Number one. Angela says, congrats, 135. Tanya says, I'm sorry, you may have answered already, but how much can you make? Now, I'm going to tell you what I made, Tanya. It's going to vary, Queen, from person to person, because first of all, I had already knew how to do it a long time ago. I learned how to do it way back in like 2008. So with the first company, I was making like $500 to $700 a month with the first company. Then I can type fast. So that's another, that's going to play, that's typing, the reading, the typing, and the way you respond, that all plays a part in it. So I can type like 90, 95 on a good day, Queen. So when I got fired from Doordash, this happened back in 2018. I was scrolling on YouTube one night, just laying in the bed scrolling. Came across this video. The lady was like, I make money texting from my phone. And I was like, I used to do that way back in 2008. So I said, let me see what company this is. So she had the link in her description box. I clicked on the link, went to the company. Like, I ain't never heard of this company. So I'm like, let me go do my research, because you know how that goes. So I'm researching, I'm looking. I did find where other people had been working for the company, and they were saying how much they was making from the company. And then this company is one of the higher paying survey sites. So I was like, now the one I first got hired with, that one was paying me, I think, like 7, 8, 9, 10 cents a text. This one was paying 20 cents per text. So I was hitting like 16 all the way up to 2,000 a month off of this one. So different ones pay different amounts of money, and it all will depend on you. Because again, I can type real fast. I already knew how to do it. So it's like second nature to me, because I probably could do it with my eyes closed. Now, starting out, I can't say what you're going to make. Probably won't make 1,900, 2,000, 1,500 a month. You probably will not. But you might make, a couple of hundred a month, which is still good. So I really can't say, Tanya, I can't really answer that. I can only tell you, Queen, what I made from doing it. Nick said, laugh out loud. Drew says, sorry, not 47 for 7 days. Okay. 135 says, thanks, Carl. And Ellie, E since day one says, oh, okay. Divine says, night, ladies. Good night, Divine. Thank you for stopping by, Queen. 135 says, thanks, Angela. E since day one says, so the surveys make me get the products. Right. Because the survey is centered around the product. So my suggestion, since day one, if it's asking like, do you use a certain product? Yeah, you do. Even if you don't, yeah, you do. Nick says, any tips on play well? I don't do that one, Nick. I'll put the question up. Renata says, I'm late. How do I apply to chat with the lonely people? I haven't dropped it yet, Queen. Alamami says, you type like my sister. Very good. Thank you. Santana, not yet. Hang on, I'm finna drop it. Tanya says, I type fast too. I think it may be up my alley. Okay. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna put the link in here. Now, the company that I worked for on this list is number 6. The rest of them I have not worked for, but we've had several people to work for number 1 and number 4. Number 1 and number 4, we've had several to work for. Now, what I like about admin chat, I could do it from my phone. So some of the other ones, I'm not sure like what the rules are for the other ones, Cloud Worker, Texting Factory, Friendly, or any of those. I'm not sure if they will let you text from the phone, but admin chat, this is the one that saved me when DoorDash fired me. Drea says, since day one, they give surveys for gift cards and products. They also gave me a focus group for $75. All right, Drea. Go ahead, Queen. Congratulations. Renata says, okay, thanks. No problem, Renata. So if y'all do get signed up with any of these and y'all get hired, y'all be sure to let me know. Lula Mama, you want to text them? Okay. And again, they will never know who you are. They won't see your face. They won't know your phone number. They won't know your name. You will be Jackie, you will be Karen, you will be Keisha, you will be Tanya, you will be Nene, you will be whomever, whatever the profile says, that is who you are for 1 to 2 minutes, and then you will change into somebody else. So that's how that works with the texting sites. Since day one says, wow, that's real good, Drea. Yeah. And try pine cone. Also, since day one. Tan and myself, we both used to do pine cone, and I actually did pine cone like maybe 3 times. I need to email the lady again and see can I go back, because I honestly I really forgot, and they shut my account down. But I forget. But they are good once you get in with them, and if you are filling out those surveys, they will start sending the surveys like crazy. Then they'll start sending the products like crazy. So I would say take a look at pine cone. Number 7 on the list is pine cone. And again, you don't have to pay for the products. They will ship the product straight to you for free. The pine cone, that's a great one. Santana, I don't do it. I stopped doing it this year when my nephew got unalive. She reached out to me and she asked me because I hadn't been doing it. So she was like, I noticed you hadn't been on here. And I said, nah, I had a death in the family. I said, I just can't do it right now. So she told me if I wanted to come back, I can just email her and let her know. So I don't do it anymore. Since day one says, okay, I'm going to get that one also. Thank you, Santana. But it's an easy side hustle once you get the hang of it. So if you go to one and do one, you'll see, and you go to another, and you'll be like, you know what? This is the same company. It's the same thing. It's repetitive. Because most of the guys gonna be talking about the same thing. Like I said, 90% of them will be talking about the same thing. The other 10 may be talking about family problems, wife problems, job problems, kids problems, things like that. So, but it's not hard to do. No problem, Tanja. She says, thank you. And if anybody else has any questions, or you want to let us know that you made some money over the weekend, y'all be sure to put it in the chat. I'm going to get off of here in a few minutes. Tan probably went back to sleep, but she is at home. Now we supposed to do a stream tomorrow. Y'all let me know what y'all think I should talk about. If she may come tomorrow, I don't know, but if she does not, y'all still let me know what y'all think I should be talking about. Hey, Stephanie. She says, hey, everyone. I hope everyone is good. Tan is fine, Queen. She is at home and she's doing great. So hopefully she will be on here tomorrow. She was telling me she wanted to pop on here tonight, but I said, it's been about maybe 30 minutes ago now. So I said, Tan probably sleep. She probably done went back to sleep. But if you want to text these lonely people, the link is in the chat. Do not forget to hop over to our second channel. I did drop a video on here today. The company CareNet. This is a quick hire company. They have a processing claims, pays up to $800 a week. So if you want to process some claims, and they provide equipment, y'all be sure to take a look at that video. And yesterday I dropped a data entry on the channel. This one pays $600 a week. If you missed this one, and it is beginner friendly, and you are looking for a data entry, be sure to take a look at this one. All right, y'all. I guess I'm going to go on and say good night. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. If you missed anything, the links will stay up. The video will stay up. Now, the chat, for some reason or another, YouTube, it takes about 24 hours before they process the chat section. So if you cannot see the chat, they're still processing it. I don't know why it takes that long, but people have told us that they could not see the chat till the next day. So I'll say about 24 hours before you can see the chat, but the video will be up. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this live stream tonight. Y'all take care. If you sign up for the Lonely People, when I come back, y'all tell me all about it. Y'all have a good night. Bye, everybody. Good night, Lynette.